Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well, exercising, and doing everything correctly, your legs feel weaker? Why does it feel like stairs are becoming steeper? Why does it take longer now than before to rise from a chair? Is it simply aging, or is there another factor quietly causing harm? This is where you might be surprised. It's not always what you're failing to do. You're already doing it without realizing how harmful it is. Most seniors make a silent mistake daily, doing it with complete confidence, believing they're making the right choice because they've been told throughout their lives that fruits are healthy, natural, and beneficial. Indeed, most are. However, here's the truth that nobody discusses. Not every fruit is appropriate for older adults. In reality, some fruits, the ones we consume without question weekly, can gradually weaken legs, cause knee pain, worsen joint inflammation, and make walking more difficult. Fruits marketed as healthy may actually be detrimental to your mobility, balance, and leg strength. You see, as we age, our bodies change. Our circulation weakens, our metabolism slows, and foods that once benefited us can now subtly begin to harm us, particularly certain fruits. They may appear innocent and taste sweet, but they contain acids, carbohydrates, and other substances that affect blood sugar levels, cause joint inflammation, and weaken your legs. What's worse, the damage is gradual, subtle, and undetectable until one day you experience sharp pain in your calves, persistent thigh discomfort, or unusual tightness in your knees after just a brief walk. Today, I'll reveal the 7 most dangerous fruits that anyone over 60 should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakening. Despite their apparent harmlessness, none of these fruits are safe. You'll never view your fruit bowl the same way after learning the truth. So stay with me until the end if you value your strength and want to maintain stable, strong, and pain-free legs. Your body might be waiting for this wake-up call. But wait a moment before we begin. Click the subscribe button and enable notifications if you care about your health, because here we reveal truths that nobody discusses. I want to know if you're with me. If you're watching now, if this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. Your voice matters more than you realize. Let's begin with the first fruit on our list. It's praised for reducing inflammation, but may actually have the opposite effect on seniors. Let's discuss pineapple. Pineapple, tropical, juicy, refreshing, has been celebrated for years as a natural anti-inflammatory due to a substance called bromelain. Here's the twist, though. While many believe pineapple reduces inflammation, it may be the silent culprit for seniors. You see, pineapple contains strong acids and natural sugars, and those sugars aren't as harmless as they appear, particularly if you're over 60. Let me explain. As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive. They no longer respond to sugar, increases the same way. Despite its benefits, pineapple delivers a powerful dose of natural sugar to the bloodstream. How does this affect you? It rapidly raises blood sugar levels. That spike can damage the tiny blood vessels supplying your legs, feet, and muscles. As circulation deteriorates over time, less oxygen reaches your legs. And you know what that causes? Pain, fatigue, swelling. After a short walk, you feel that dull, dragging ache in your legs. Standing brings stiffness in your knees. Your ankles suddenly hurt, even when you've been sitting all day. There's more. Pineapple is acidic in addition to being sweet. That acid can irritate joints, especially if you already have inflammation or arthritis. It's like adding fuel to the fire, already burning in your ankles, hips, and knees. Some even notice their legs feel heavy after consuming pineapple, as if strength is gradually ebbing away. You should also know this. If you take medications, particularly blood thinners, the well-known enzyme bromelain may interact with certain drugs, making them either too strong or not effective enough. However, the most dangerous aspect is this. Pineapple doesn't cause obvious negative effects. There are no clear signs or immediate pain. Instead, it infiltrates gradually until eventually you realize you can't move as you once could. The saddest part? Most seniors don't realize that the fruit they eat for health may contribute to the yearly weakness they experience in their legs. What can you do? You don't need to avoid pineapple completely, but you should consume it sparingly, especially if you've been experiencing persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. The damage is subtle but real. Now, if pineapple with its anti-inflammatory properties can be this harmful for aging legs, What about the next fruit? It's soft, delicious, known for boosting muscle power and potassium levels. But it might be deceiving you. Let's discuss bananas. Bananas, soft, sweet, and high in potassium, are considered excellent food. They're said to provide energy, prevent cramps, and benefit muscles. But for seniors, the situation differs. Bananas contain abundant natural sugar and quickly digesting carbohydrates. This means your blood sugar levels rise immediately after eating, and your body begins to resist insulin. When this happens regularly, circulation weakens, inflammation increases, and your legs suffer as a result. You may experience dull soreness when walking or climbing stairs, heaviness in your legs after meals, and stiffness in your calves. But that's not all. Bananas also cause increased fluid retention, especially if you have heart issues. This leads to stiff joints, swollen feet, and puffy ankles. The effect is silent. You believe bananas help your muscles, so you eat them. Instead, they might be gradually depleting your strength. The worst part? It won't affect you immediately, but over time, eating bananas could make movement more difficult and cause increased pain. Consider the fruits on your plate if you frequently experience heavy, aching, or swollen legs. Bananas may not be as friendly as they first appear, but what if something even smaller can cause such effects? Bananas are known for supporting muscles. Small, charming, and innocent looking, our next fruit might be causing your joints to burn. Let's discuss grapes. Grapes appear innocent, tiny, juicy, easy to eat as a snack. They also have an excellent reputation, heart-healthy, and packed with antioxidants. However, most people don't realize that seniors may experience mild leg pain, stiffness, and inflammation when consuming grapes. Why? Because grapes contain fructose, a substance potentially harmful in high concentrations, a sugar directly absorbed by the liver that converts to fat and uric acid. When your liver can't process it completely, the real damage begins then. Particularly in the toes, ankles, and knees, uric acid accumulates in the joints, causing an intermittent burning, aching, and swelling. That nagging pain makes even light walking difficult. Have you experienced piercing pain in your big toe at night? Unexpected stiffness in your calves? It could be something as simple as a handful of grapes raising your uric acid levels. Furthermore, fructose fuels chronic inflammation in your body. This means slower movement, increased pressure, and stiffness. Grapes are also extremely easy to overeat. They're small enough to nibble continuously. Before you realize it, you've consumed 2 or 3 cups, and the sugar quickly accumulates. So while grapes might seem like a healthy snack, they could subtly weaken, reduce flexibility, and make your legs less comfortable as you age. Now you know what might be hiding behind that sweetness. If you've been consuming grapes regularly and experiencing increasing stiffness and swelling, consider this connection. But there are other delicious fruits that can be harmful. Another is luscious, vibrant, and famous for hydration. Don't be fooled, though. Inside, it functions like sugar, even though it tastes like water. Let's discuss watermelon. Watermelon, light, refreshing, the symbol of hydration and summer. Could this watery fruit be quietly damaging your legs? Strange, isn't it? Everyone agrees watermelon is excellent for hydration. It feels safe, has few calories, and is mostly water. Here's the secret, though. Watermelon has an extremely high glycemic index. This means it raises blood sugar levels rapidly, much like candy. And those frequent sugar spikes cause significant harm to seniors, particularly to their legs. Let me break it down. When your blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin. However, insulin regulation becomes poor in aging bodies. This results in inflammation, especially in areas with inadequate circulation. Where does this appear? Your calves, ankles, knees. You may experience leg fatigue immediately after eating, dull pain during quick walks, persistent swelling around your ankles. Climbing stairs starts to feel like scaling a mountain. Watermelon has a light texture, but inside it acts like a charming trap, gently wearing down your legs. Most people consume large quantities because it's juicy and refreshing. 1 slice becomes 2, then 3, adding more sugar, more stress, increased inflammation. It's deceiving. You think you're consuming water, but instead your blood sugar spikes, your circulation struggles, and your legs suffer as a result. Does watermelon actually help seniors stay hydrated? Or does each bite subtly increase movement discomfort? It might be time to reconsider if watermelon is on your plate regularly and your legs have been feeling more tired lately. Let's move to a fruit associated with vitamin C and health. Juices, immunity-boosting drinks, and breakfast all include it. However, seniors may experience an acidic attack on their joints. Let's discuss oranges. Oranges. They're bright, fragrant, and ubiquitous in juices, health supplements, and breakfast platters. They're said to boost immunity thanks to vitamin C. However, oranges may hide an uncomfortable truth for seniors, particularly those over 60. Behind that citrus glow is acid, which your joints dislike. Oranges are rich in citrus. While that might seem normal, it can cause quiet joint irritation, especially if your body already battles inflammation, stiffness, or arthritis. You might experience gradual morning stiffness in your knees, persistent hip pain, discomfort in your legs after prolonged sitting, decreased mobility, and increased swelling. You might assume it's simply aging. However, that healthy habit of drinking orange juice every morning could be contributing to the very pain you're trying to prevent. Here's what happens. Orange's citric acid affects more than just your stomach. It enters your bloodstream and can aggravate your joints' delicate tissues. Additionally, when combined with the fruit's natural sugar, it causes blood sugar fluctuations. The result? Inflammation throughout the body. Every step feels heavier and more painful due to inflammation spreading to your knees, ankles, and calves. You see, oranges might not harm a younger person, but in seniors with aging joints and slower circulation, the effect develops subtly. The hardest part is that you consume them believing you're doing something beneficial, as oranges have long been associated with wellness. But now you know they might not be supporting your health. What's next? The following fruit looks clean, green, crisp, and lower in sugar. People consider it the safe option. However, it hides something that can result in nighttime cramping, tight knees, and aching hips. Let's discuss green apples. Green apples appear crisp, clean, and natural. Most people, especially seniors, believe they're the healthier option because they taste less sweet. They seem like a healthy, low-sugar snack. However, most people don't realize that green apples might subtly cause fatigue, stiffness, and leg pain. Two things pose the threat: malic acid and hidden natural sugar. First, let's discuss malic acid. This acid gives green apples their sour flavor. While excellent for younger individuals, it can be unpleasant for aging digestion. Our gut lining becomes more sensitive with age, and malic acid can irritate tissues, including joints, once it enters the body. After eating apples, some elderly people experience severe hip or thigh pain. Others feel a mild heat in their feet or tightness in their knees. It develops gradually, but over time, the acid accumulates, and pain occurs more frequently. Now about the sugar. Green apples still contain natural sugars, even if they don't taste as sweet as red varieties. That sugar causes blood sugar fluctuations in elderly people with slower metabolisms. You may experience tired calves, leg cramps at night, morning stiffness, or weakness when climbing stairs. The most challenging aspect is that green apples are often consumed raw, as a snack, or even before bedtime, constantly affecting the body. They appear very healthy and pure, but green apples may be subtly making walking harder, stiffening joints, and making evenings more restless for aging bodies. What about a tropical, rich, extremely sweet fruit? If something as basic as an apple can have this effect, what about the fruit most beloved by many? Let's discuss the true sugar bomb, the mango. Mango, juicy, soft, almost like candy. Nearly everyone enjoys this fruit, particularly during summer months. Here's the truth, though. Mango may be the most harmful fruit for seniors experiencing joint weakness and leg pain. Why? Because it contains abundant natural sugar. Not just a little, but a significant sugar punch that causes your blood sugar to rise sharply and quickly. Your body can often handle that rise if you're active and under 30. However, after 60, your metabolism changes. That sugar rush causes an insulin spike followed by a crash. Each time this occurs, your body produces inflammation deep within your joints, particularly in the soft tissues surrounding your ankles, hips, and knees. If you have nerve issues, you might experience burning sensations in your toes, persistent tingling, evening swelling around your feet, or creeping heaviness in your legs. Since mango tastes light, feels fresh, and doesn't seem like a substantial meal, it's easy to consume larger portions, making matters worse. That's the trick. the sensation of lightness means nothing to your body. The sugar triggers its response, and over time, that sugar may cause joint pain, sluggish walking, and unsteady legs. Many seniors eat mangoes thinking they're a natural treat. It is natural, but natural doesn't always equal safe for weaker circulation and aging joints. Now you've seen the complete picture. Despite being celebrated for their health benefits, 7 fruits have disadvantages for people over 60. Here's the good news. Some fruits have the opposite effect. They promote strong, sturdy legs, reduce joint pain, and fight inflammation. Let's discuss those therapeutic alternatives and what seniors should eat instead. Now that you know which fruits to avoid, let's discuss what you can eat. Because consuming the right fruits does more than satisfy hunger. They heal your body. First, let's talk about berries. Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, etc. These small fruits are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They're gentle on blood sugar, high in antioxidants, and low in sugar. Above all, they improve circulation, particularly in the legs. They promote easier mobility, fight stiffness, and reduce swelling. Next, cherries, but in moderation. Cherries can help lower uric acid, reducing the likelihood of gout and joint pain flare-ups. They soothe sore joints and relieve burning sensations in knees or toes. A handful of cherries, not a large amount, can provide significant relief. Avocado comes next. Yes, it's actually a fruit, and one of the best for healthy joints. Why? Because it contains numerous beneficial fats that reduce internal inflammation and cushion your joints. Additionally, it helps regulate insulin, providing steady energy without blood sugar fluctuations. Looking for something easily digestible? Try papaya. This tender tropical fruit contains enzymes that reduce inflammation and aid digestion. It's gentle on aging joints and easy on the stomach. Also, remember pears. Consume them with a small amount of fiber or protein. They provide subtle sweetness without being excessively sweet. They energize your body without overly taxing your legs. Each of these fruits supports your body rather than working against it. They don't cause discomfort or swelling. They help your body achieve the vigor, balance, and serenity it seeks. Remember, it's not just about eating fruit. It's about selecting the appropriate ones for your age. Fruits that suit your body now. And you'll feel the difference when making those conscious choices. Firmer steps, smoother movements, and clearer mornings. Let's conclude with some final words of wisdom and a message specifically for you. One thing tells me that if you've read this far, you care about your future, your strength, and your health. And I want you to hear this clearly. It's not too late for you to change. You still have time to recover, and you're not alone in this. Aging is challenging. Pain, stiffness, and fear of falling develop gradually and can sometimes make you feel like your body is disappearing. Here's the reality, though. You can take control by making wise, modest adjustments rather than extreme measures. One meal, one fruit, and one decision at a time. The fruits we discussed today aren't inherently harmful, but they might no longer be optimal for your health. And that's okay, because aging doesn't mean giving up. It's about becoming smarter. When you begin eating mindfully and selecting foods that support strength, circulation, and joints, you'll notice a difference. Less pain, more flexibility, smoother mornings, and lighter steps. That's our goal, not fear or restriction. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Tell us what you learned today and what change you're prepared to make in the comments section. We all grow when we share, so let's help each other. Please hit the like button if this video was helpful or opened your eyes even slightly. Subscribe to ensure you don't miss any information that could transform your health. Turn on notifications before leaving. Please type 1 if this video was useful. If not, type 0. Your comment matters more than you realize. Stay strong and vigilant, and never forget that your legs carry your independence. Did you know that some fruits, yes, fruits can actually destroy your health from the inside out? Shocking research reveals they're worse than soda for seniors over 65. According to a groundbreaking 2023 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who regularly consumed certain healthy fruits had a staggering 57% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, the silent killer directly linked to stroke, diabetes, and heart failure. What's truly alarming? These dangerous fruits are hiding in plain sight, marketed as superfoods and health essentials, but they're silently damaging your organs day by day, And if you're over 65, your metabolism is slower, your cells are increasingly vulnerable, and your sugar tolerance plummets dramatically, meaning these toxic fruits can cause irreversible damage before you even notice the symptoms. But here's the secret they don't want you to know. Certain forgotten fruits act like natural medicine for aging bodies. They dramatically lower blood pressure, strengthen your weakening heart, and actually reverse brain aging by years. In this exclusive video, we're exposing the 4 miracle fruits seniors must consume daily, and the 4 deadly fruits they should avoid at all costs. And you won't believe the #1 fruit on our danger list. This common sweet treat, loved by millions, could be secretly draining your vitality and erasing years from your life expectancy. Before we continue, make sure to comment below where you're watching from, and don't forget to like this life-saving video and subscribe to our channel for more shocking health revelations. Now, let's unveil the truth they've been hiding from you. Number 4. Avocados. Yes, avocado is technically a fruit, and it deserves a special spotlight for reasons that will transform your health. Contrary to decades of flawed nutritional advice warning against all fats, avocados are actually one of the most powerful healing foods seniors can add to their diets. What makes avocado truly revolutionary is its unique concentration of monounsaturated fats, primarily oleic acid, which clinical studies have proven dramatically reduces dangerous LDL cholesterol levels, while simultaneously boosting vital HDL levels. This precise fat profile makes avocados extraordinarily valuable for seniors battling cardiovascular concerns, as these improved cholesterol ratios translate directly to substantial reductions in heart attack and stroke risk. But here's what your doctor isn't telling you. What many seniors don't realize is that avocados contain significantly more potassium than bananas, approximately 975 milligrams per fruit, making them exceptional for controlling dangerous blood pressure levels, especially critical since hypertension silently affects nearly 2/3 of adults over 65. The potassium in avocados works by counterbalancing sodium intake and naturally relaxing blood vessel walls, bringing blood pressure readings into healthier ranges without additional prescription medications. But wait, there's more. Beyond cardiovascular benefits, avocados deliver substantial amounts of lutein, a powerful antioxidant carotenoid that has been proven to dramatically improve eye health and slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. But perhaps the most astonishing benefit of avocados is their unique ability to unlock nutrient absorption. Many essential vitamins and antioxidants in vegetables like vitamins D, E, and K are fat-soluble, meaning your body cannot absorb them without fat. Eating avocado alongside your veggies or cooked greens can increase the absorption of these vital nutrients by up to 15 times. That's a revolutionary boost for anyone wanting maximum benefits without endless supplements. So how can you unlock these life-changing benefits? Just 1/2 of an avocado a day is enough to transform your health. Spread it on whole grain toast, mix it into a protein smoothie, or enjoy it with a spoon and a dash of lemon. However you incorporate it, this miracle fruit is truly a game changer for extending your healthy years. Could this be the secret to longevity that's been hiding in plain sight? Number 3. Apples. Apples are incredibly rich in a special fiber called pectin, which actively nourishes the good bacteria in your gut. A healthier gut microbiome leads to vastly improved digestion, stronger immunity, and enhanced nutrient absorption, 3 critical factors that become increasingly vital as we age. But what makes apples truly remarkable is their profound impact on cholesterol and heart protection. Pectin actively binds to harmful cholesterol in the digestive tract and efficiently removes it from the body, effectively lowering dangerous LDL cholesterol levels over time. Apples also contain powerful flavonoids, like quercetin, which actively reduce chronic inflammation and dramatically support cardiovascular function. But here's what's really fascinating. Despite their natural sweetness, apples maintain a surprisingly low glycemic load, and their special fiber matrix slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, preventing the dangerous spikes and crashes that devastate health for seniors struggling with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. This protective effect can be life-changing. Apples are also remarkably filling thanks to their perfect combination of fiber and water content, making them ideal for natural appetite control and weight management. But here's something shocking that few health experts reveal. Regular apple consumption stimulates critical saliva production, which significantly reduces the risk of cavities and gum disease, conditions that become increasingly destructive with age. Could one simple apple a day truly keep the doctor away? What other secrets might this common fruit be hiding? Number 2. Pomegranate. Imagine a fruit so powerful it could transform your cardiovascular system. Pomegranate may not be the first fruit you think of for daily consumption, but for seniors, this ruby red wonder is like liquid gold for your aging heart. As we age, our arteries naturally begin to stiffen and harden, restricting vital blood flow, elevating dangerous blood pressure, and placing life-threatening strain on the heart. What makes pomegranate truly extraordinary is its exclusive supply of punicalagins, a rare type of antioxidant so powerful it can reduce arterial oxidative stress by over 30%, according to groundbreaking studies published in the prestigious journal Atherosclerosis. In fact, clinical research reveals that these compounds deliver up to 3 times the antioxidant activity of red wine or green tea. When oxidative stress accumulates, it forces the walls of your arteries to become inflamed and narrow, similar to rust corroding an old water pipe. But punicalagins actively clear these damaging compounds, making blood flow dramatically smoother and effortless. Plus, pomegranate juice has been clinically proven to lower systolic blood pressure by an astonishing 5 to 21% in hypertensive patients, which is a critical breakthrough for seniors trying to manage their blood pressure without increasing medications. But the benefits extend far beyond heart health. Pomegranate also revolutionizes memory and brain function. In a landmark UCLA study, older adults who consumed pomegranate juice daily demonstrated significant improvements in verbal memory tests compared to those who didn't. This discovery is crucial because memory loss remains one of the most feared and devastating effects of aging. For seniors concerned about dental difficulties, pomegranate juice delivers most of these same remarkable benefits without requiring chewing. Even concentrated antioxidants in supplement form have shown promising results, though whole fruit consumption provides additional fiber and essential micronutrients. Here's the insider secret most doctors won't tell you. You don't need to consume large quantities every day. Even just enjoying a half cup of the seeds or incorporating a splash of pure juice into your morning routine can deliver transformative benefits. And unlike many deceptively sugary fruits, pomegranate maintains a low glycemic index, meaning it won't trigger those dangerous blood sugar spikes that accelerate aging. That's essential for seniors managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Just ensure you're selecting 100% pure pomegranate juice with no hidden added sugars. And if you take blood thinners, always consult your doctor before consuming pomegranate regularly, as it can interact with certain medications. But we have to ask, what makes this ancient fruit so uniquely powerful for aging bodies? And why isn't every senior consuming it daily? Number 1. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. At the pinnacle of our list of life-extending fruits for seniors are these remarkable berries, specifically blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, which collectively deliver the most extraordinary age-defying properties ever discovered in natural foods. What makes berries uniquely transformative for seniors is their profound impact on cognitive function and brain rejuvenation. These tiny marvels are packed with anthocyanins, the rare plant compounds that not only give blueberries their vibrant color, but also function as powerful neural protectors. When consumed regularly, these compounds actively work by reducing brain inflammation and dramatically enhancing communication between brain cells. In fact, revolutionary research published in the prestigious journal Annals of Neurology discovered that seniors who consumed just 2 servings of blueberries weekly experienced measurable delays in cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. This means they essentially maintained the cognitive function of someone significantly younger. This brain protective effect appears directly linked to berries' unique ability to cross the critical blood-brain barrier and directly neutralize oxidative damage in brain tissues before irreversible damage occurs. But the benefits extend far beyond cognitive protection. Berries fundamentally improve balance and coordination, which is absolutely vital for preventing devastating falls, the leading cause of serious injury among seniors. The cardiovascular benefits of regular berry consumption are equally remarkable, with multiple clinical studies demonstrating significant reductions in blood pressure, improvements in arterial flexibility, and decreased markers of inflammation among older adults who incorporate berries into their daily regimen. These effects translate to measurable reductions in heart disease risk, which is particularly critical since heart disease remains the leading cause of death among seniors. Beyond these major benefits, berries offer exceptional blood sugar management properties, with their special fiber and bioactive compounds helping to stabilize glucose levels after meals, preventing the dangerous blood sugar spikes that can exacerbate diabetes or pre-diabetic conditions common in older adults. The fiber content in berries, approximately 8 grams per cup, also supports optimal digestive health and promotes regular bowel movements without irritating sensitive digestive systems. Just 1 cup daily, whether added to oatmeal, yogurt, or a nutrient-rich smoothie, can make a dramatic difference in energy, mental clarity, and even mood stability. But here's the critical detail most nutritionists miss. Always choose fresh or frozen berries, and strictly avoid dried varieties, which are often loaded with hidden sugars that completely negate the health benefits. Now that we've revealed the top 4 miracle fruits seniors absolutely should be consuming daily, let's expose the 4 dangerous fruits seniors should never touch, starting with one that might be lurking in your kitchen right now. Number 4, grapes. At first glance, grapes appear harmless, even beneficial. They're small, sweet, and refreshing, frequently promoted as excellent sources of antioxidants, especially the red or black varieties. But the shocking truth is, for seniors, grapes can be dangerously deceptive. One of the hidden dangers is their extremely high sugar content, combined with virtually no fiber protection. Grapes contain a concentrated form of sugar called fructose, and because they're so effortlessly consumed by the handful, it's frighteningly easy to consume far more sugar than you realize. The disturbing reality: 1 cup of grapes contains a staggering 23 grams of sugar, nearly identical to a candy bar. For older adults already struggling with blood sugar management issues, this creates a metabolic disaster. The absence of fiber means this sugar floods rapidly into the bloodstream, causing dangerous spikes in blood glucose and insulin. And these fluctuations aren't merely temporary. They're directly linked to accelerated weight gain, systemic inflammation, and dramatically increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Another alarming concern is that grapes are routinely coated with pesticide residues when not purchased organic, and seniors with weakened immune systems or sensitive digestion may be particularly vulnerable to these toxic compounds. Even the skin of grapes, while appearing innocent and easy to consume, offers minimal nutritional benefit compared to the protective skins of other fruits like apples or pears. So the shocking truth: grapes may appear innocent, but they're a metabolic disaster hiding in plain sight, especially dangerous for seniors trying to maintain stable energy, healthy weight, and metabolic longevity. But what other fruits should you be avoiding at all costs? Number 3, dried fruits. Dried fruits, particularly those commercially processed with sulfites, represent one of the most dangerous fruit choices for seniors, despite their deceptively wholesome appearance and convenience. The immediate danger with dried fruits lies in their extraordinarily concentrated sugar content. When water is removed during the drying process, what remains is essentially fruit sugar in highly concentrated form. A small handful of dried apricots, for example, contains approximately the same amount of sugar as eating several whole fresh apricots, making it frighteningly easy to consume excessive amounts of fructose without the fiber and water content that would normally provide satiation signals. This sugar concentration is particularly devastating for seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance, as it can trigger dramatic blood glucose spikes even when consumed in small quantities. Over time, this can lead to full-blown type 2 diabetes, or make existing diabetes significantly harder to manage. But the damage extends far beyond blood sugar disruption. These sugar spikes actively increase systemic inflammation throughout the body, which can dramatically worsen arthritis pain, accelerate cognitive decline, and even compromise immune function, which is something seniors absolutely cannot afford. And in a shocking revelation, commercially produced dried fruits frequently contain added sulfites, dangerous preservative chemicals used to maintain color and extend shelf life. These sulfites can trigger severe asthmatic reactions in sensitive individuals, with seniors being particularly vulnerable due to age-related changes in respiratory function and an increased prevalence of asthma and COPD in older populations. Approximately 1 in 100 people have sulfite sensitivity, but this number increases dramatically among seniors with respiratory conditions. The inflammatory potential of both the concentrated sugars and chemical preservatives in dried fruits makes them particularly dangerous for seniors managing inflammatory conditions such as arthritis, which affects nearly 50% of adults over 65. But there's an even more surprising danger lurking in your fruit bowl. Number 2, unripe bananas. While fully ripened bananas with brown spots can be a nutritious option for many seniors, unripe or green bananas present several significant health hazards that make them one of the worst possible fruit choices for older adults. The primary danger with unripe bananas lies in their high-resistant starch content. Unlike the easily digestible sugars found in ripe bananas, this type of starch actively resists digestion in the small intestine. For seniors already experiencing age-related digestive challenges, such as decreased digestive enzyme production and slower gut motility, this resistant starch can cause significant gastrointestinal distress, including painful bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort. The problem becomes particularly severe in seniors with irritable bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel conditions, which become increasingly common with advancing age. The difficulty in digesting unripe bananas extends beyond mere discomfort. It can actually impair critical nutrient absorption from other foods consumed during the same meal. This is particularly alarming for seniors who may already be struggling with nutrient deficiencies due to medication interactions, reduced appetite, or age-related changes in nutrient absorption efficiency. Even more concerning, the astringent compounds in unripe bananas, responsible for their characteristic chalky mouthfeel, can actively irritate the digestive tract lining in sensitive individuals, triggering inflammatory responses throughout the gut. From a nutritional perspective, unripe bananas contain significantly lower levels of beneficial antioxidants compared to their ripe counterparts, as these critical compounds increase dramatically during the ripening process. For seniors seeking the anti-inflammatory benefits of fruit consumption, this reduced antioxidant content makes unripe bananas a particularly dangerous choice. But nothing compares to the shocking danger of our number one fruit to avoid. Number 1, grapefruit. At the top of our danger list, hidden in plain sight, is a fruit that will shock many health-conscious seniors: grapefruit. Despite its celebrated reputation as a health food and weight management aid, grapefruit poses potentially life-threatening risks for seniors taking common medications. The hidden danger lies in compounds called furanocoumarins, which actively inhibit the production of a critical enzyme in your intestine called CYP3A4. This enzyme is responsible for metabolizing approximately 85 different vital medications. When this enzyme is inhibited, medications can reach dangerously high toxic levels in the bloodstream. It's equivalent to receiving a much higher dose than prescribed, even though you took the correct amount. This can dramatically increase the risk of serious side effects, some of which can be fatal depending on the medication. The list of affected medications is extensive and includes some very common ones prescribed to seniors, such as certain statins used to lower cholesterol like atorvastatin, lovastatin, simvastatin, critical blood pressure medications like certain calcium channel blockers including nifedipine, anti-anxiety drugs like buspirone, antiarrhythmia drugs like amiodarone, and even some common antihistamines and immunosuppressants. In a shocking example, consuming grapefruit while taking the statin Lipitor can increase the drug concentration in the bloodstream by over 400%, dramatically raising the risk of serious side effects, including muscle breakdown and kidney failure. Even more alarming, these dangerous interactions don't require consuming large amounts of grapefruit. Even half a fruit or a small glass of juice can be sufficient to trigger these life-threatening interactions, and the effects can persist for up to 72 hours after consumption. So simply spacing out your medication and grapefruit intake doesn't eliminate the danger, because the potential for interaction is so significant and involves so many common medications vital for managing senior health conditions. Grapefruit takes the top spot on our danger list of fruits to avoid or approach with extreme caution. If you take any prescription medication, it is absolutely essential to talk to your doctor or pharmacist specifically about whether it's safe for you to consume grapefruit or grapefruit juice. Don't assume it's safe. The risk of amplifying your medication's effects or side effects is simply too dangerous to ignore. It's a seemingly innocent fruit with a hidden, potentially deadly interaction potential. So there you have it, the complete truth about fruits seniors should be embracing and those they should eliminate from their diets immediately. The beneficial ones like avocado, apples, pomegranates, and berries can literally transform how you age, enhance mental clarity, and dramatically strengthen your body. But the dangerous ones like grapefruit, dried fruits, unripe bananas, and seemingly innocent grapes can silently rob your energy, spike your blood sugar, and increase inflammation that puts your entire health at risk. The most alarming aspect is how insidious these effects can be. Most people have absolutely no idea that a handful of grapes or a grapefruit half could be triggering a cascade of destructive processes inside their body until serious damage has occurred. So choose wisely, eat mindfully, and always pair your fruit with protein or healthy fat whenever possible. But we're curious, have you been unknowingly consuming these dangerous fruits without realizing the hidden risks? Which revelation surprised you the most in this video? Have you experienced any unusual reactions after eating certain fruits that might now make sense? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. We're committed to revealing the truth about what's really happening inside your body. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next shocking revelation about common foods that could be destroying your health.